Hey guys, what's up? What it do? How are you? So quickly before we get started with today's video, I did just want to say that it is, currently raining. It's about to start storming. We're about to have a tornado. You feel what I'm saying? So if it gets a little bit noisy, I do apologize for the background noise, but I can't control Mother Nature, so we just didn't have to deal with it for today. What's up? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Omalys, and if you're not new, what's good? How you been? What it do? And cue the loud ass rain. So for today's video, I decided to go ahead and do a septum piercing related video. So basically, I'm gonna talking about my septum piercing. Alright guys, so before I start talking about the septum piercing, I'm quickly gonna go ahead and insert a clip of me actually getting it pierced. So just enjoy this quick little clip before we get started with today's video. Are you gonna count? I'm going to play with you. Deep breath in. Let it out. Alright. Oh, it's all right here. Oh, no, it's not right here. Yeah. Ooh. That was tough. I felt that one. That was worse than my nose. Yeah. Ooh. I'm trying to recover. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. I'm not trying to kill you. Alright guys, so in the order that I'm gonna be doing this video is going to be why, when, who, cost, pain, and healing. So yeah, that's exactly how we're gonna do it. So we'll first start off with why I wanted to get my septum piercing. I don't necessarily have like one exact reason. There's multiple. First reason being I wanted to get it for a hot minute. I really just like the piercing. Like I watch a lot of like YouTubers that are like fully tatted, have a whole bunch of facial piercings, body modifications, like that's just what I like to see. And my septum, I always thought it was real cute, but I never like I wasn't a daredevil. I didn't want to get that as my first like facial piercing, so I just settled for my regular the regular nose piercing. I was just like, you know what, YOLO, like we're gonna live in the moment and I'm gonna just go get it done. I actually remembered I asked my fiance and I was like, babe, can I get it or no? And he was like, I don't really like how that looks. And I was like, but I could hide it. And he's like, what do you mean you could hide it? And then we actually had a friend who she has it too, but she always has it hidden. So I told him, I was like, have you ever seen it? And he's like, no. And I was like, because she has it hidden. And he was like, okay, well, if you can hide it, then I guess. And I was like, okay. Wasted no time. Same day I went and did it. But yeah, that's just kind of why I really like it. And I'm someone who really lives in the moment, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. If I don't end up liking it, I can easily take it off, and if I'm not getting used to it, I can easily flip it up until, you know, I'm ready to, like, you know, have it out. So I did my piercing. I actually have it in my notes, so let me just quickly look. Well, I don't know if this is something weird, but every time I get a new piercing, I log it onto my phone when I got it. Reason being is because I like to keep track of when I got it, so I know when, you know, I can switch out the jewelry or anything like that. Like, you know, I like to know how long I've had the piercing. I don't know, it's just me. So my septum, I got it in February of 2019, this year, of course. And yeah, I got pierced with a 16 gauge needle, and then the jewelry is also 16 gauge. This is not the jewelry that I got pierced with. The jewelry I got pierced with is actually much bigger than this horseshoe. When getting it pierced, you do have to go a little bit bigger for swelling purposes and all that, and just for it to heal properly, which I never have any problem with. But you know, it just kind of looked like a, you know, a bowl, you feel what I'm saying? So I actually went to a tattoo shop. I went to Heavenly Inks Tattoo. That is where I get tatted as well. Damn, I'm about to break off my chest. Anyways, that is where I get tatted as well. But the piercer who did my septum piercing, and as well as a few of my other piercings, is Esther. She's amazing. Like, you know, all of the piercings I have gotten by her have healed amazingly. I've never had any problems, like a piece of cake. So yeah, definitely check her out. I'll have her Instagram down below so you guys can go ahead and check her out. But yeah, she's amazing. If you're in Florida, if you live in Kissimmee, check her out. So pain, honestly, the septum piercing does not hurt if properly pierced, of course. Like, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean by properly pierced. So in your nose, there's what's called a sweet spot, and I don't even, like, it's like this like little like skin right there. That's called your sweet spot. Now you also have cartilage in your nose, which of course everyone freaking knows this, but the sweet spot is what you're supposed to get pierced for your septum piercing. If you do get your cartilage piercing, you are going to be in excruciating pain. It is going to hurt like a bitch. So yeah, my piercing, however, did not hurt at all. My eyes did tear up, which, you know, kind of sucks, you know, because I have makeup on, you feel what I'm saying? Like, if you're a girl, you can relate. But anyways, they just teared up, but like, it honestly like didn't hurt that bad. It was just like, you know, like a natural reaction, like just like, it felt like I was like about to sneeze like 5 times in a row, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it didn't hurt at all. From like a pain scale of 1 to 10, I would probably say like the septum piercing is like a 2. Okay, so the next thing is going to be the healing process. So the healing process for my septum piercing has been one of the smoothest healing process I've had for any of my piercings. It is honestly so easy to take care of this piercing. Like, you know, clean it twice a day. What I use to clean my piercings is I just take some Q-tips, lukewarm water, and I use the Dio antibacterial soap, of course non-scented. That's what I use to clean all of my piercings, and you know, they heal perfectly fine. I never have any complications. I think like after a month I was able to go ahead and switch out the jewelry, so that was, you know, really awesome. I didn't have to have that big old horseshoe for too long. Also, my septum piercing, I will say, for like the first 2 days, it was very, very, very sore. Like, not that it hurt, but it was very sore. So like anytime I had to like move it to go ahead and clean it, it was just a pain in my ass. Like, oh, I was just like, ooh, this like, if like, it just felt weird. You get what I'm saying? So a few cons that I've experienced since having my septum pierced is that, one, when you bump your like septum, like your nose area, while it's like still healing, like I would say like maybe the first week, it hurts like it hurts. Like, that's when it hurts. Like when you actually like bump it, or like, for example, I'm someone who always like goes like this to my nose. You cannot do that with a septum piercing. Like, even to this day, sometimes I can't do it just because like it's like uncomfortable with the jewelry. So like it kind of hurts just a tad, but it's not like pain like the actual piercing, if that makes any sense. But yeah, definitely that was a major con when I first got it pierced. Another thing is that I do get a lot of weird looks with this piercing. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people they dig it, you know, they're like, oh, you're such a badass. And then other people, it's just not their cup of tea, which I could care less about. I love it. Like, personally, I can flip it up when I'm not feeling it. Like, I will say there are certain outfits that, you know, it doesn't look good with. I won't even lie to you there. So, you know, I just flip it up and have my normal nose piercing. But yeah, I do get a lot of weird looks, especially like out in public. Like, people are always like looking at me like you good? And I'm there like, you good? You the one looking at me. A major con is boogers. I'm telling y'all, if you want to get a septum piercing, please don't get it because it's a piercing that you can easily hide. Like, I know that's a great, like, you know, pro to getting that piercing. You can easily hide it, you know, if you're still in high school or something and your parents don't let you get pierced, cool, whatever. But this piercing is not a piercing that you can constantly be flipping up and down. Reason being, when they say that, you know, that you're not supposed to be flipping it up and down constantly, that's bad, da, da, da. Not necessarily. It does delay the healing process, but it does not affect your piercing in any way, shape, or form. But the reason why I say you can't flip it up and down is not because of it delaying the healing process. That's one thing. But another thing is boogers. Like, you constantly will have boogers on your septum piercing. Right now, clearly I don't, because I wear it down most of the time. But like, let's say when I flip it up, I can't just come 2 hours later and run in to flip it down without being in front of a mirror or anything like that, because probably 9 out of 10 times you're gonna have some type of booger up there, and you can't come saying that you're the cleanest female on the earth or the cleanest male on the earth. It has nothing to do with it. You got boogers up in your nose that you can't reach. Like, you know, when you blow, they don't come out. You feel what I'm saying? So boogers are like a main freaking con. Just like some pros, I guess you can say, one of which I've already mentioned before, is that you can easily hide it. Like, my piercing, I can easily just flip it up. You wouldn't even know that I have it. I'm not going to flip it up right now just because I do have my makeup on and I don't want to mess it up. Another pro is that it does heal very fast. Septums usually heal, I think it's like within anywhere between 1 to 3 months. For me, it healed in a month. My piercing does great. I've switched out the jewelry a few times, you know. I've tried on different ones, and then, you know, this is the one that I've kept in. But, and then, of course, another pro is that it's super freaking cute. Like, do you see me, like... Okay, anyways. Quickly, I do have a shirt on. Like, I do have a shirt on. It's just an off-the-shoulder, like, tube top type shirt. I don't even know what type of shirt this is, but I do have a shirt on, so don't be nasty. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I hope, you know, you enjoyed me rambling about my septum piercing, because, girl, I look cute, period. Like, ain't nobody can tell me nothing. Yeah, I feel like Melanie, you know, like Chiclet's girl. If you don't know who she is, what is you doing?
She be like...
Anyways, guys, yes, I was gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.